Hey guys, Snowbeck here. I'm in the garage. It's a kind of cold day today. I thought we were supposed to get some nice weather, but it looks like it's cold again. Northeast Ohio. So we got the 78 here, and as you can see, I showed you last time I moved it in here. This dirt and grime that's been on this car has been on this car since 1993. So that's how long it's been since this car's been on the road. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this thing cleaned off before I start doing the body work, kind of see what it looks like. And I've been off work all this time, so I'm going to try a little, I've been practicing a little bit of car cleaning magic. So I'm hoping that I can just snap my fingers and this car will instantly be clean. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. How about that? I guess all this time off work is paid off. I'm gonna go out and try to do that with my truck. Maybe it'll be all cleaned up. That'll be nice. This is gonna be a really nice skill to have as I go forward. Just snap my fingers and everything's clean. Let's take a closer look. So you can see this thing cleaned up pretty well. Now it does have some surface rust, you know. You see the door. It's got a little bit down here. Doesn't seem to be, these aren't holes, but I can see we got a little dent. We got some dents, some dings. Couldn't really notice them too much in all the dirt. A little bit of surface rust down here. That's not that big a deal. Surface rust on the bottom of the doors. None of it's through. Just a little bit of rust. Now you can see there's a few holes right here. So I'm gonna have to address those. All this is coming off. The target band's gonna have to come off, you know, obviously when we paint it. We got a little bit of rust here and a little bit over here just underneath the target band. So a little bit of rust. It's not too bad though. It's really, you can see I got all the interiors out because I got the roll cage in there. So I took the back bumper off. It's kind of junk. So I have another bumper, pretty much a brand new one, that I'm gonna put on here. I'm not sure. I might go with just a bumper on this one. If you guys notice my 77, I've got a roll pan on the back of it, but this side is in pretty nice shape. There's a little bit of rust down here, a little bit of rust down here. Bottom of the doors. This side doesn't have as much rust on it. And not as many dings on this side either. Only a couple here and there, tiny. So that won't be any problem. You can see the engine bay is cleaned up pretty nice. Now, when I bought this car, the guy that I bought it off of, in the 90s, he pulled this motor out and completely rebuilt it, put a race cam in it. You can see he's got a Wyand intake. He's got a great big Edelbrock carburetor, electronic ignition, everything. This thing even has a, it's like a vent tube. This part here goes to the air cleaner when the factory one was on. And then this comes all the way back and air goes in. It's obviously a battery cooler. Now my 77 doesn't have that. So, and then this one, it's a factory V8 car. So, you know, these are gonna be the torsion arms, I guess, or the support struts that go across here. Both sides, there'll be supports. So when I get done, I'm gonna have one's gonna come all the way across and then they'll go all the way in the back. I'm thinking about just making one. So it's gonna be one whole piece. It'll connect there, and it'll all be welded together and just come right across. So that'll be pretty cool. But everything's in the front bumper's in good shape. Believe it or not, this band that goes across is in good shape. A lot of times that's something that's not in good shape. So you can see why the back bumper, look at this, it's just rusted to pieces. The inside, you can't even bolt it up. And it's broken, it's all split everywhere. So, but Let's flip this around. And spin over here. The nice thing is, the band that goes across is in really good shape. So I'll be able to reuse that on the next bumper. And I know those are something that generally deteriorate, and these ones are all one piece. I've seen them where they're in 3 pieces, whereas this is one piece, and then there's like a whole separate side piece. So these ones are all solid, one whole piece. And then the little bumper things here, I've got those in the other room. Personally, I don't like those. They were on the front bumper, they were on this bumper. I don't care for them, so I may just fill them holes. So now that I got it all cleaned up, it's time to start pulling emblems. I'm gonna pull all these emblems off, nice and easy, put them in a baggie. Tail lights will come back out. And you know what I'd really like to do? If any of you guys watch Bitchin' Rides, I'd love to do those Kindig door handles where they just push in. So that would be pretty sweet on here, some of those door handles. I have the Mustang I had before this one and before the 77. I had another 78 with T-tops. I'll put a picture of it at the end of the video. And I shaved the door handles on it. Took the door handles and the lock. Took them completely off, shaved them, put the poppers in, so it was just a remote control. You hit the button, the door popped open. And I also put power windows in. These cars don't come power windows. I took the power windows out of a mid-80s Thunderbird, and I fitted the power windows in, so I may do that on this car too. So this would be pretty cool with some power windows. I just took the all the buttons and everything and took all the regulator, everything out. Power windows in here, it actually worked pretty well. So, and I'm thinking about one more thing. See these marker lights? See how long, you know, all these Mustangs have these long marker lights, which are pretty cool, you know, but in the 60s they made a lot of the Chryslers had round marker lights. I don't know if any Fords did it, but so this is an LED light I found. You can get these anywhere. I got it at a swap meet. But this LED light, I think it would be cool. Maybe I could even find the old one from an old Chrysler, because then it would have the chrome bezel around it. But I thought about filling that in, smoothing that out, and then just doing round ones on all 4 corners. Never seen a Mustang 2 with round marker lights back here, so just little ones right back here on the back. I thought that would be kind of cool. I don't know. Let me know what you think. But so that's the cleaned up version of the 78 after 1993 dirt and grime. It's been sitting on there for a long time. I think it cleaned up relatively well. It's too bad that there's so much surface rust on it. I bet you I could buff this thing shiny. And I mean, that's the original painted pinstripe. This is factory paint. It's all original. So it'd be pretty nice just to buff this thing out and leave it. I doubt if I'd be able to match that. If I fix the paint at the bottom of the doors, it'd probably be pretty tough to match, but it would be cool to just leave this paint. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna pull you can see the interior is white. The door panels, everything's white. The seats and everything are in the basement. So I'm gonna pull these door panels off, get these cleaned up, and then start welding in this roll cage and getting all this body work done so I can get it ready. So I'll decide whether I'm gonna try and fix that rust and try and blend it or paint the whole car. Because I really want to paint it like a dark blue metallic with white pearl stripes with a white interior. I think that'd be sweet. So that's what we're going with. All right. So thanks for hanging out on a cold, what is today, Wednesday? Cold Wednesday morning in Northeast Ohio. Not a whole lot to do around here. Everything's closed. So I really hope things get back to normal in the beginning of May, because I'm really getting sick of not going to work. So we got to get this place up and rolling. If you're sick, if people are sick, they can stay home. But all of us healthy people, we should get back to work. So just the sick people that are sick, or the people that are elderly or have underlying issues, keep them at home and let all the rest of us go back to work. So I'll see you next time. Next time you see me, this thing will be sanded down probably. The emblems will be off. Door panels will be out. The roll bars will be welded. And I'll have that back bumper put on. So I'll talk to you later. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Share it with as many people as you can think of. I want to try and get my numbers up. I want to make $1 million off this. I'm just kidding. So I'll talk to you later.